Greetings, travelers, and welcome to Diablo 3. Now, I'm sure you're expecting Todd with his usual Till Death Do Us Part series, but since he finished with his Witch Doctor and he actually managed to not die, which is quite impressive, although I think he was playing on either normal or easy, but either way, I thought I would fill in your Diablo 3 needs with some of my own. I actually have gotten, is that even better? That's not any better. I have the expansion for Diablo 3, the Reaper of Souls. So as you can see, I'm actually playing as the new Crusader class. And he has a lot of different variable ways you can play him. You can play him as a melee, you can play him as kind of a pseudo-ranged. And that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I picked up this one weapon, and that's the main reason I'm going with this kind of electric build, is my lightning skills deal 13% more damage with this weapon. And also there's a 35% chance to chain lightning enemies. So the kind of skill build I've gone with is Justice with the Burst rune, because then it turns that into lightning. Electric damage, Fist of Heaven with a Fissure rune, turns it electric. And I basically just got as many electric abilities as I could and kind of went with that. My left click throws out the hammers like that. Right click kind of drops these little electrical things, these lightning storms, and then at the same time it shoots electricity between them, doing more damage. And then my one ability is Consecration, or Judgment, sorry, and it creates a little area on the ground that any enemies within that circle, I believe, take more damage. They're immobilized, and then their chance to be critically hit is increased. Because I've also added in some stuff to increase my critical hit damage. Well, my critical hit chance right now is only 13%, but with this it bumps up another 20%, so you can really put out some heavy damage with as fast as you attack, you know. The second ability is I don't even know how to pronounce that, Phalanx? Well, anyways, someone's powerful avatars wielding bows. Just brings these guys around me and they start shooting things around me. Laws of Valor. Crusaders, they have this special little laws that each one has a passive. The passive on this one increases attack speed, and then when I activate it, or as I say, you recite the law, it increases my attack speed of me and my allies. So if I do that, I just attack even faster. And that increases the chances of procs and better chance of crits and stuff like, well, not a better chance, but I'll crit more often if I'm attacking more often. And then finally, Akarat's Champion. It just kind of turns me into this big guy and, you know, do more damage, and also reduces the cooldowns of all my other abilities. So it's kind of cool. Instead of playing through the campaign, I thought I would play through the new adventure mode. I haven't actually played through the new adventure mode. I just barely finished up the new Act 5 of the expansion. It was pretty fun, but now I guess I gotta talk to Tyrael.
There are many bounties to undertake nearby.
Kind of the new thing of the expansion is these bounties. So now if I go and I go to the warp pad, I can see that there's these different bounties in different areas of the world. I can actually zoom out and I go to Bastion's Keep, Caldeum, High Heavens, West March. West March is the new area for the expansion, in case you're wondering. We'll just stick with New Tristram for the moment. And there's these little bounties. This one says kill Lord Braun, kill Miriam Skullthorn, and this one is kill Arachne, and that's actually kind of a little sub-boss in the main quest line. If you've ever played through Diablo 3, or if you've watched Todd play through his playthrough, you probably remember Arachne. So let's go ahead and go take on this bounty right now. And I believe it's just kind of like a normal playthrough, but all I have to do is go and kill her, and then I get the benefits of all that. The great thing about the Crusader I've kind of found is you can just kind of face tank everything. I have such a high health regen. Like, let's just take a look at some of the details. Let's see, my defense. Life. It's under life. So life per second. I have 1,000 life per second. Life per hit, I have another 737. Life per kill, another 317. So as long as I'm hitting stuff, I'm going to be regenerating life like crazy. And basically, I've been able to face tank every single boss I've come across, except for the very last boss in the new expansion. I did have to move around a little bit to kind of handle those guys. As you can see, I'm taking a little bit of damage, but it's really not too bad. And I'm actually playing on Expert. Oh, hello. Just as I say that. Gotta pop a health potion. The Crusader class is really quite strong if you kind of manage to spec it right. Probably once I get a better weapon, I'll change from this electric build, because I kind of like playing as melee every once in a while. And this is kind of a nice build for clearing out enemies, because I have lots of kind of AoE. But it's not the most effective, I don't think. There is the one ability, Punish. You gain hardened senses, which increases your chance to block. And basically that just, instead of having all the life gain, you don't even need it. You just negate all the damage as it is. Alright, so now where am I going? I guess I'm trying to find Arachne. I guess we'll explore down this way first. In Diablo 3, it's always really tempting to kind of just explore everything, because you're always afraid you're going to miss something. But I'm not really like that. I always kind of run straight to the end. I'm not terribly interested in picking up all the stuff that I'm missing. There's a lot of interesting lore in some of the books that you can pick up, and you can kind of listen to it instead of having to read through it. And that's kind of neat, but I don't search it out usually. Especially when you're playing through an adventure. I think you'll kind of get the next ones anyways, just by happenstance. You don't really have to search them out at all. Gems are always useful. Build them into bigger and better ones. I'm not a huge fan of this dungeon. It's always so dark, it's impossible to tell where the walkway starts and ends. Plus the whole arachnophobia thing, if that's you. I don't personally have a problem with spiders, but there are people that do. I don't mind spiders as long as they keep their distance. It's not like I'm gonna go handling spiders. Definitely won't go out of my way. So we got some elites here. Yeah, these electrical guys seem to really be hurting me. I am playing on Expert, so these elites actually seem to be a bit tougher than I remember them being on the main campaign. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. Playing through the main campaign on Expert, you know, once I got some decent gear, it wasn't really any harder than it was on any other difficulty setting. I don't know if I actually know what I'm doing, or maybe it's just the scaling's weird, who knows. I have had my fair share of legendaries. I have a good collection here as it is. I don't know if I got an increased number of legendaries because I was playing an expert, or maybe I just got better legendaries. Who knows? Oh, cool reflection. I don't take experience. Surprisingly, this is actually the highest level I've gotten a character on Diablo 3 before. The first time I played through, I got at the game when it first came out, and I played through on the Demon Hunter. But I came back to it and I was like, man, I'm only level 43 on him. I could have swore I had actually capped him out, but turns out I wasn't nowhere near capping him out. Although when it came out, I don't think the level cap was 70. I think it might have been... Is level cap 70 now? I think it must be. But I don't remember. I think the level cap was only 60 or 50. Probably 60. That's the way Blizzard usually does things. Usually only raises the level cap by 10 per expansion. Heck, World of Warcraft used to be 60 when it first came out. Now it's what, up to level 110 or something crazy? That game's been around for forever. Diablo 3 kind of went separate direction. Instead of just one game constantly improving, they went and created Diablo 1, 2, and 3. Guess I should be using my skills a little more often. Take out these guys a little quicker. Oop. At least it's a fear minion. I try not to use my Akarat's champion too often because it has quite a long cooldown. I save it for when things kind of look like they're getting kind of bad, or if I'm trying to take down a boss or something. Also, it does reduce all the cooldowns of my other abilities, so if I haven't been using any of my other abilities, then it's not optimal, I suppose you could say. Oh, and another thing I forgot to mention about this guy is he is also a seasonal character. In case you're not familiar with how seasonal characters work. Oh look, a curse chest. Before I start the curse chest event, I will explain seasonal characters. Seasonal characters are kind of a way to start fresh with a character. None of your, what do you call them? They're not vendors, but basically the armorer, the gem person, and the enchantress, I think. I don't know. This lady is the enchantress, but whatever the other lady is that transmogrifies your equipment and enchants it. Basically, they start at level 0, like as if you'd started a brand new game. It's just kind of a way to get a fresh start, and you play through all the campaign, and you don't have access to the regular shared stash. Your seasonal characters have their own shared stash. And then at the end of the season, your champion is rolled into the regular heroes and stuff, and you get access to all that. And I don't know how the vendor, I don't know what to call them. Artisan? Your artisans. I'll call them artisans. I don't know how the artisan upgrades rolls over. I don't know if I just get the gold back or what. But that'll be interesting. I think I started a season 1 hero, and then I never really played him much. But this is a season 2 guy, and so I kind of started fresh completely, even with the new class. So now curse chest, I gotta kill waves of guys, and I guess I might as well use all my cooldowns now. I think the more waves I kill, the better loot I get. Or maybe I just gotta kill everyone within the time limit. Who knows? I just kind of stand here and let things come to me. Oh, it's just kill as many enemies as I can. Oh, I guess I get a bonus chest if I kill 100. Go ahead and cast all my cooldowns again. Maybe. There's the 100. Now I just gotta keep killing stuff until time's up. A lot of spiders. And there we go. Sweet. Nice. 2 radiant chests. Unless I'm mistaken, radiant chests are the best chests you can get. They always have the most loot. I will take anything I can get. If anything, I can disenchant it. A lot of gems. It's pretty nice. Alright. Arrow on the minimap is telling me to go this way, so I guess I'll go this way. Also, I never know what follower to get. Generally, if I'm playing a ranged character like a wizard or a demon hunter, I always just get the Templar, because then he can tank stuff for me. But as a guy who's a tank himself, like, I don't know if it's better to get the Scoundrel or to have this Enchantress. I assume the Enchantress is sort of more crowd control and some damage output, so I've been kind of running with her. I could probably switch to the Scoundrel, because I don't really need a whole lot of crowd control. But who knows? She actually has an ability that can charm. Probably wouldn't hurt to switch to that. Temporarily charms an enemy. Oh, I guess go on combat. Alright. Charm. Instead of... The other one said it does a bunch of massive damage and sends them back, but the damage seems to be pretty minimal. So I think Charm would actually be a lot more useful. Especially if we come across any elites. Since the elites seem to be hitting pretty hard at the moment. I will take the Fleeting Shrine, run around a little faster. Level 55. Let's just go ahead and dodge past some of these stupid small spiders. New passive room. Passives are always pretty interesting. I'll take a look at that here in a second. So the passives I have right now are Bonus cooldown and speed when wielding one-handed, and then increased attack of basically my left click ability. And then indestructible. Indestructible is kind of like an oh crap ability. If I get down to, what is it? If I'm about to receive fatal damage, then I instead become immune to damage. And I gain increased damage myself and gain a whole bunch of life per second. 15,000 life per second. It can only occur once every 60 seconds, but basically if I overestimate my ability to tank things and I take too much damage, then I don't end up dying, and it gives me a chance to either get out or kill some of them with the health regen. Must be an elite minion here somewhere. Is that him right there? Jailer, Poison, Enchanted, Frozen, Pulse. Jeez, he has everything. There we go. Always worth killing those, because you always get at least one rare. Aha, now we are to the chamber. Now let's just go ahead and take those on. Oops, kind of missed with my judgment. Where are you at? Yeah, it's gonna be pretty easy. What? Oh, never mind. Just gonna run off. Bosses that kind of do this in ways are a little bit annoying. I'd rather have like interesting mechanics. Like maybe you gotta dodge a certain ability that kind of powers up, or I don't know. No attack. Oh, I'm gonna run away and then send little minions at you. Okay, now attack me again. Okay. Basically, you're just taking up more of my time. You're not making it more fun or anything. Nice. So I got some bonus bounty gold and XP from that, as well as the normal loot. Anything worthwhile? Anything an upgrade? No, doesn't really look like it. And I don't need to be anymore, so I will just town portal out. Alright, well that was kind of a fun overview. You got to see a little bit of some encounters. You got to see the curse chest, and you got to see the new bounties thing. That's kind of interesting. Maybe I'll run through some more at another video. It's kind of fun to see if I get all 5 of these, and I get a bonus reward in XP, as well as a Horadric cash. So maybe that contains will contain a nice legendary or something. Either way, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Lets us know we're doing something right. Lets you know when the next video comes out. We will continue on with some of our other series you've seen on the channel. I'll probably play a little more Diablo 3. I don't know if Todd intends to come back to Diablo 3 or not. He's probably going to play some... Obviously, he's going to play some more of the Borderlands 2 with me. But stay tuned for that. Have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye.